We do a lot of streaming, downloading. What is a good internet speed? Or if there's something that...
Yeah, buffering it really means one of two things. I mean, mostly it means your speed is too slow. Sometimes the computer is too slow. Buffering merely means I couldn't keep up, so I've got to get ahead again, and that usually means dropped packets, but as I said, it could be the slow computer. But if you don't have a slow computer, I would say, depending on what you want to do, you want at least 25 megabits down. Netflix has like a page where they say, well, if you want to watch high def, you need this. If you want to watch UHD, you need this and all that. That'll give you an idea for at least for streaming. What is it that you're streaming that buffers? Is it YouTube or?
Yeah, it's YouTube, Hulu, Netflix. We're doing a lot of downloading from the Amazon stick.
And what is your download speed right now? Do you know?
No, I don't.
But also remember, it's everybody in the house. So if you've got a kid watching YouTube and you're trying to watch Netflix, that's going to be a problem too. So you have to divide it by the number of people using it at the same time. You might want to go, hey, Joey, turn off the YouTube. I'm watching here. Something like that. But Netflix says 25 megabits is sufficient, even for ultra high def. And let me tell you about Remote PC, because they're a sponsor, and I'm a big fan. You just named an exact reason why people use Remote PC. It's also great for employees who want to work from home. One of the things I like about Remote PC is it's Mac or PC. That's nice. It's $7 a month for up to 10 computers. This is why small businesses love it. In fact, we got a quote from 6 Point Accounting in Kentucky. They sent them out saying, we have only positive things to say about our experience with Remote PC. It's been so good. I love hearing that. PC Magazine agrees. They said Remote PC is effortless with a simple interface and learning curve, fast performance. Users can easily transfer files between local and remote desktops. Also, leading tech publication Tech Radar says Remote PC is the best remote access solution around. Right now, the best is less. Now, here's the deal I was telling you about. Renee, you can go to remotepc.com, sign up with my name, Leo. You'll get 90% off for your whole first year.
Rick Edelman, #1 New York Times best-selling author and founder of Edelman Financial Engines, takes questions on his radio show.
Hi, Rick. I have a pension and can take it as monthly income or a lump sum. Which do you think is better?
Well, the monthly check is only as safe as your employer's ability to pay it. And the amount will never rise, so inflation will erode its value. You have no access to the principal, and when you die, the money stops, even if you die tomorrow. So we usually recommend a lump sum. You get to invest the money however you want and generate your own income. You have full access anytime, and whatever's left over goes to your spouse or kids. But for some workers, the monthly option is better, so you should meet with a financial advisor to be sure that you're doing what's best for you.
That's Rick Edelman, founder of Edelman Financial Engines, with his advice on pensions. If you have a personal finance question, talk to an experienced financial planner at 888-PLAN-RICK or visit rickedelman.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition Smart Bed, plus special financing. Ends Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details. KFI AM 640 KFI News. We're on it.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Suicide attack hits home. I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. 9 Camp Pendleton Marines and a sailor have been identified as being among the 13 Suburbans members killed in a suicide bomb attack at the airport in Kabul, Afghanistan. The father of Lance Corporal Riley McCollum says his son has touched many lives with his service.
He's just always been that special kid. And to see him do something that he believed in so deeply, I couldn't be more proud. He's a hero. I love him.
3 of the Marines were from Riverside County, Lance Corporal Kareem Mikali from Norco, Corporal Hunter Lopez from Indio, and Lance Corporal Dylan Marola from Rancho Cucamonga. News brought to you by veteran-owned SemperSolaris.com. The U.S. military has used a drone to attack and kill 2 members of ISIS. A 3rd member was hurt in the attack earlier this morning in response to President Biden's promise to retaliate for the suicide bombing on Thursday.
We are going to complete this mission by the end of the month. We've said that. Nothing has changed about the timeline for us.
Pentagon spokesman John Kirby says the U.S. military is expecting more attacks as people continue to try and get out of Afghanistan before the August 31st deadline. Extra police are out patrolling Santa Monica today, a day ahead of a rally by those objecting to COVID-19 vaccine mandates. The worldwide Rally for Freedom and Rally Against Medical Tyranny starts at noon tomorrow at the Santa Monica Pier. Counter-protesters are also expected. About 1,000 protesters showed up for a similar protest a week ago, which was peaceful. But just in case, Santa Monica has passed an emergency ordinance banning things like weapons and body armor, gas masks, aerosol sprays, glass bottles, and rocks from demonstrations. The LA County Health Order has been amended to require people with COVID-19 to participate in contact tracing.
Health officials say contact tracing is intended to track down the source of a person's infection and notify those who may have come into contact with them. Officials say with new outbreaks in area schools, contact tracing is crucial. Up till now, contact tracing has been voluntary, started at the beginning of the pandemic last year, but the program soon fizzled out, leaving health officials with gaps in data. Steve Gregory, Kfi News.
The fire burning in El Dorado County has now burned nearly 150,000 acres. The fire is 19% surrounded. Evacuation orders and warnings are still in place. More than 18,000 buildings and homes are threatened. About 650 have been destroyed. Highway 50 is closed from Sly Park to Myers. Firefighters and researchers in Irvine have received a $15 million check to help spot wildfires and learn more about fire behavior.
OC Fire Authority Chief Brian Fennessy says Phase 1 of the Alert Wildfire Program already deployed those cameras so fire crews can determine where the fire is headed. But at night, with those cameras, we can't confirm that there's any fire out there. UC San Diego Scripps professor Neil Driscoll says Phase 2 adds infrared sensors to not only help fight fires at night, so that we can make smoky conditions or rough topography. We can get better constraints on the perimeter of the fire. He says the sensors will also help understand the moisture in the trees, brush, or sediment in fire-prone areas. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
Crash in Mid-City on the 10.
That's heading westbound at Western Avenue, so it looks like that crash has been cleared from the second lane from the left. Over to the shoulder now, you'll see traffic recovering from the 110. Hollywood on the 101 southbound, your traffic starts to stack up once you get to Western Avenue, and it stays busy until you get to about the 110. Eagle Rock on the 134 westbound, in between the 2 and Glendale Avenue, all lanes shut down due to some earlier police activity there. So watch for delays as you approach, and you'll see traffic being diverted onto the 2 northbound. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
It's going to start cooling down, so not for a couple more days. Next.
Have you been wanting to spruce up your home, but are being told you'll have to wait weeks or even months for your furniture to come in? Don't wait. At Court Furniture Outlet, everything you see is in stock and ready for immediate delivery. And now, during Court Furniture Outlet's annual Labor Day sale, you'll save on everything you need to brighten up your home or make your workplace more comfortable. New upholstery in several styles and colors, including sleeper sectionals with storage, only $5.99. A huge selection of office furniture, including mesh pack office chairs from only $59. Plus great deals on bedroom sets, mattresses, dining, and so much more. Come into one of Southern California's best-kept secrets, where home stagers, designers, and savvy business professionals have been shopping for over 40 years. Visit Court Furniture Outlet in Glendale on Central, in Corona at the 91 and McKinley, and now Fountain Valley at Euclid and the 405. Or go to CourtFurnitureOutlet.com. That's CORG FurnitureOutlet.com.
Contractor license 1047-781. In the air conditioner marathon, you run till you drop. You can't fix it by just unplugging it and plugging it in again. Your AC is working its heart out for you. Your AC needs some TLC, tender love and care. It needs a ghetto rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. We're going to bring that air conditioner back to life. Ghetto will bring 6 critical systems back to factory specs and wash those outside coals the right way, not the easy way. Your home will feel cooler, but your AC will be working a lot less hard and using a lot less energy. It only costs $129. What only costs $129? Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. If you're rejuvenated,
rejuvenated system breaks down before the end of the year, I'm going to give you $500 off a new 5-star system. Get it! Kfi Am. We'll keep you cool, but it's hard to spell.
Income-eligible renters impacted by COVID-19 can now get 100% of their past due rent and utility bills paid through the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. Landlords with tenants who haven't paid rent because of COVID-19 are eligible for 100% reimbursement too. The application is fast, your information is private, and you won't be asked about citizenship. Apply at housingiskey.com before eviction protections end on September 30th. Brought to you by the California Department of Housing and Community Development.
Southland weather from KFI. Sunshine this afternoon. Highs in the 70s at the beaches. Upper 80s to low 90s for Metro LA and Inland Sea. Heat advisories up to the valley to 9E through tomorrow night. Highs today in the 90s to about 108. Low clouds at the beaches spreading inland overnight. Lows in the 60s to low 70s. Highs tomorrow about the same as today. And then it'll cool down about 5 to 10 degrees on Monday. It's 91 in Diamond Bar, 73 Laguna Beach, 99 in Palmdale, 86 in Hollywood. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Amy King.
Hey, how are you today? Leo Laporte here, the tech guy. Time to talk computers, the internet, home theater, digital photography, smartphones, smart watches. It's a good time to talk tech. 8888 Ask Leo is my phone number if you want to join the conversation. 888-827-5536. You can call that toll-free from anywhere in the U.S. or Canada. But outside the area, you can still call. You just have to use Skype out or something like that to reach us. 888-827-5536. Everything I talk about appears on our show website, techguylabs.com. Any links I mention, that kind of thing, steps I take, recommendations I make, they're all there. Thanks to James DeRuzo, our scribe, is writing it all down. And that's free, there's no sign up. techguylabs.com. Pam in La Habra, California is next. Hi Pam, Leo Laporte, the tech guy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, quick question. We just purchased a house over in Arizona, and we don't have the best internet service there in the whole area.
See, I'm a geek. First thing I check, not the schools, not the roads, not the taxes. How's the internet? Obviously, it wasn't as important to you, so.
Yeah, no, what I'm looking for is something that we can put in the home to make it better than...
Make it better, yeah. So usually, if you're lucky, in most areas of the country, you have two choices, your phone company or your cable company. Which one are you getting?
It's through the cable company.
Okay. And is it a homeowners association that's providing it, or are you going directly to the cable company?
No, directly through the company,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you say it's not good? You went out there and you went, this is terrible?
Well, we actually own another place there right now, and it's just spotty. You lose service a lot. It just doesn't hold up.
They're terrible. Just out of curiosity, who's the cable company down there?
It's Suddenlink.
Suddenlink?
Yeah.
Suddenlink.
Frontier. Those are our two.
Oh, gosh, Frontier's even worse. So you don't have any good choices, apparently.
Not really.
Yeah. Suddenlink is a subsidiary of Altice, and they're not great. So they're small is really the problem. And if you've talked to them and they say, look, this is how it is, I don't know if it's going to get... I'm looking at from a news article from Magnolia City Council. Mayor says not much city can do about poor Suddenlink service. Invites competition. But this is the problem. This is the problem in general is there isn't any competition. You've got two subpar companies competing with each other and no one else. And that's a problem. So what can you do? Well, there's a few other ways you can get internet. Generally, the phone company and the cable are the only people who have direct copper into your house, direct wire into your house. So everything else is going to be wireless. Sometimes people use T-Mobile, for instance, is now starting to offer wireless internet home service using the cell network. So if you've got a really good, fast, strong LTE or better yet 5G cell tower near you, that might be a good choice. Generally, these cost a little bit more. They sometimes have bandwidth caps, but I would look, T-Mobile has home service, see if they're offering it in that area. That's one choice. Some areas might offer, and you could go to a website called DSL Reports and enter in your zip code, and you can see it. Some companies also have something called WISPs, wireless internet service providers. They often use microwave or other technologies to get you internet. You'd have to have a view of the tower. The newest, hottest thing is expensive, but might be a long-term solution for a lot of people who are really fed up with their, duopoly of internet providers, the phone company and the cable company, and that's Elon Musk's Starlink.
Yeah, and it's not available in that area.
You already checked. Yeah. I guess Starlink is slowly rolling out. They'll be available eventually in the area, I promise, but they're starting in the northern states. They're just now rolling out. They've got 1,700 satellites. They're planning to go to 12,000. And so the speed and the download and the availability will improve. Now, they're not cheap. It's $500 right now anyway, $500 for the equipment, $99 a month. I ordered it just so I can review it and test it because it is available in my area. I've paid close attention to people who are using it, and most people are getting around 100 to 200 megabits per second, a pretty decent internet speed. Yeah. Now, its reliability depends a lot on whether you can get a clear view of the entire sky. So if you're in a tree-lined area, you've got to have to get it pretty high up in the air to really have it work.
We would have, I think, a pretty clear view from where the house is. There's big some trees around, but nothing very high.
Yeah.
It's a lake community.
So you'll have some choices, but right now, and this is, by the way, very common all over the country. Because of these monopolies, sometimes duopolies, in communities, we just don't get the best internet. You can go to Suddenlink and say, hey, it's terrible. Have you tried that?
I'm sorry, you cut out. What?
Yeah, you can go to them and say, look, it's awful. Can you do something about this? They should check to make sure the cabling is okay and all of that. They do offer, in some areas, as fast as a gigabit. So they do offer faster connectivity, but maybe there's just a bad connector somewhere. Sometimes that can happen. So,
is there something that to make it expand in the house? The house is about 2,500.
If that's what you're asking, that's another matter entirely. Yeah, because
that's a whole nother. That's the second part of it.
Yeah. So that absolutely. At least you're in control with that, right? So the cable comes into the house, connects to a cable modem, and then you're using Wi-Fi probably to spread it throughout the house, right?
Yeah, just to run cameras, because we're not there all the time, so it's to run cameras and security system. And
I would look at, there are a lot better choices sometimes for Wi-Fi. How many square foot is the house? Is it pretty spread out?
It's about 2,500 square feet.
Okay, so it's not huge, but I would look at one of the mesh systems, because you get a base station that's connected to the cable modem, and then you'll have substations that you position around the house to give you better connectivity. So for instance, for the outside cameras that I actually have a router that's close to the outside, it's in the garage, because that way they get better connectivity. So mesh systems are very good at that. My favorite mesh system is Eero. It's a little pricey, but it'll vastly improve your connectivity. EERO. They're owned by Amazon. EERO. Okay. And you'll replace your base station connected to the. Did Suddenlink give you a cable modem / router? I bet they did. Yeah, you don't want to use theirs. That's the problem right there. Almost anything will be better than what they offered you. So you have to use that, but you can disable its Wi-Fi connectivity and say, no, don't use that. Use my Eero instead, and you'll have a much. All you want from them is a cable modem. In fact, you might even look at getting a better cable modem. Look on the Suddenlink website and see if they suggest compatible third-party modems. Netgear makes an excellent cable modem. You can just take all that sudden link gear out, which they're charging you monthly for, and which is old, and probably you're on the 5th user. Take that all out and use your own. It's a little pricey up front, but it vastly improves the situation.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So see what they allow you to do with your own cable modem, and then make sure they recently, earlier this year, Congress passed a law that said they can't charge you for a router you don't use. So make sure they take that off the bill.
Oh, good to know.
They charge you like $10 a month rent for this junky router that they gave you. Get rid of it. You don't need it. Yeah, get your own. Okay? There's a few ideas anyway, Pam. Thanks. At least you got a nice house, a nice place. You're enjoying it. You must enjoy it. It's your second house in the neighborhood. That's good. You know, this is why I have high hopes for Starlink. Because there are lots of places in this country that are wonderful, beautiful, lovely places to live. A lot of them are rural and have terrible internet. If there's competition, we've noticed this, in cities where Google came in with their fiber, all of a sudden the cost of the internet went down, the quality of the internet went up. The other guys get in competition, put them on the notice. You got to improve your offerings, or customers are going to leave you. The reason you've got terrible internet is because it's Suddenlink and Frontier, and that's it. So even if you don't use Starlink, having that third option, fourth option, fifth option really helps in the long run. It brings prices down. One of the things we've seen cable companies do, it's really appalling. Prices vary depending on whether you can get that fiber. If you can't, it's a lot more expensive. Even if it's a block away. It doesn't cost them anymore, but because you have no choice, they can really stick it to you. Don't you love the cable companies? Aren't they great? And I get my internet from a cable company because, like most of the country, that's the best offer. That's the best I can do. But I did send $100 to Starlink saying I'll try it. Now they have to, it's by invitation only. Now they have to approve me. But I'll give you an update when I get it. Our show today brought to you by Remote PC, with companies going remote, employees working from home. And we're back at it, aren't we? You need access to that computer at work, right? Because that's got the programs you need, the files you need, access to the company network. Easiest way to do it, Remote PC. And great for tech support, too. Your mom needs some help. That's what I do, put Remote PC on her computer. Mac or PC, doesn't matter. Now I can access it anywhere. I can put it at work, my mom's computer, from a Mac, from a PC, even from an iOS or Android device. I can be sitting in the car on the road, and I can go, well, let me check, Mom. And it's just like you're sitting in front of it. You can run any program, you can upload, download files, you can access the network. It's amazing. PC Magazine said Remote PC is effortless. The simple interface and learning curve fast performance. Users can easily transfer files between local and remote desktops. Tech Radar says Remote PC is the best remote access solution around. $7 a month gives you up to 10 computers. That's why small businesses like Fifth Point Accounting in Kentucky love it. They say we have the only positive things to say. Just positive things to say about our experience with Remote PC. It's been so good. Well, they're going to like it even more when they hear this. 90% off for your first year right now when you go to remotepc.com and sign up with my name, Leo. It's already very affordable. That's $7 a month. It's nothing. Now, it's 90% off. It's nothing. RemotePC.com. You gotta use my name, William. KFI Am 640.
I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The U.S. military says a drone strike has killed 2 high-profile ISIS militants believed to have been involved in planning and facilitating attacks. The Taliban has set up new layers of checkpoints on roads leading to the Kabul airport, effectively sealing off the area to people Pasadena police has turned its investigation into Trevor Bauer's allegations of sexual assault on a woman he had sex with over to prosecutors. It'll be up to the LA County DA's office to pursue charges against the Dodgers pitcher. About 5,700 DWP customers in Reseda are without electricity because of a circuit breaker fire. Power was back on for some customers in about an hour early this morning, but the rest aren't expected to have the lights back on until this evening. Stall in Azusa on the 210.
At Azusa Avenue, it looks like CHP has moved that out of the left lane to the right shoulder. Traffic is recovering from about the 605. If you're in Costa Mesa on the 55 southbound at 22nd Street, a crash there has the two right lanes blocked. Your drive is jammed from Delmar Avenue. San Clemente on the 5 southbound at Avenida Vista Hermosa. Watch out for a stalled car.